I had no intention of seeing you today. I'm sick, as you can tell by my voice. But I started reading Rose in Chains by Julie Soto on my Kindle, and I had to... how far am I? Page 30. Page 30 on the Kindle version. I had to jump into the shower and put on clothes because I was like, I need to talk. I need to talk. First of all, hi. I don't know what this vlog is going to be. I don't know if it's just this book. Who knows? We'll figure it out by the time we edit this video. Thank you for watching. Thank you for enduring the voice. Yeah, let's just get into it. I have some things to say. Okay, so Julie Soto wrote Not Another Love Song. I loved most of Not Another Love Song. When I started reading it, I was obsessed. Like I was like, oh my God, I have to stay up to keep reading this. Like, I can't put this down. I'm like, tee-hee-hee. And it was just like, oh my gosh. And then, dude, I even canceled, may I call you dude? I even canceled I hope my trainer never finds my YouTube channel. I ended up canceling my weightlifting session that day. And I was like, hey girl, something came up. And I wasn't lying, something came up. So then I was like, oh, hey, Julie Soto. This was in my Libby's, like, skip the line. And I was like, oh, I remember her. Yeah, let's try something. Not realizing it was, like, romantic-y, but, like, if you look at the cover, like, duh, girl, like, that's what it was. But I was like, no problem. I know I'm taking so long. This setup is crazy long. Our main character, is it Briani? She's like, I have a history with this guy, and he hated me. And I was like, okay. Because most books that I read, most romance novels are like, one person will think that the other person hates them. Like, oh my God, they don't even talk to me when I come in a room. Like, that's how much they don't care about me. But then we get the other person's perspective. They're like, oh my God, when she comes in the room, I can't even speak. Right? And so it's like, we know, like, girl, they love you and that's why they don't talk to you. We know that the person is misinterpreting the other person's affection, not even affections, but the other person's feelings as hate. And that's exciting. That's exciting because I know where it goes, right? Because I know it's not hate. Anyways, so Brioni was like, yeah, I think Tovin, yeah, he hates me. He thinks I'm like worth less than dirt. And I'm like, he loves you. And then we're getting a flashback. A bunch of boys are being mean to her, like in school. And I'm like, ugh, memories, flashback, no thank you. And so I was like, ew, boys being mean. That sucks. And he's one of them. And I'm like, wait, what? It'd be one thing if he's like standing in the corner watching it happen and not saying anything. And she thinks like, oh my God, he hates me so much. He probably agreed with everything the boy said. And in his head, he's like, I hate those boys. I'm going to kill them. Right? And so she's misinterpreting. But I'm like, dude, Tovin, you're actively being mean to her. Is this what a bully romance is? I don't want it. This is and so, but it's like, okay. So it was not like mean, like she's a princess or whatever, the daughter of the king. And so I'm not gonna tell you the plot. Who cares right now? We're not even talking about that. The people are like bowing to her in a very like sarcastic kind of way. And like, oh, princess, right? Like making fun of, I guess, trying to imply that she's snobbish, condescending, which she's not, but anyways. And so it's like that. So I was like, okay, like that's not mean. Like he's not like calling her names, but it's not nice. But I think I can forgive it. Actually, again, there might be a little bit of misinterpretation going on. I don't know. But then a girl, Larissa, she made a not okay comment, like something really icky. And so the group of boys start laughing. And it doesn't say Tovin laughs as well. But I was just like, I know he's not laughing. Like, if anything, he should be like, whoa, too far. I love her. Right? Like, I don't know. But then Brioni's best friend is like, bro, to Larissa, the girl. She goes, bro, you can't say that. That's a crazy thing to say. And also, you didn't even say it to her face. You just said it like mumbling, walking by. And so Larissa is like, first of all, I did say it to her face, but I find it so hideous to look at it directly. And then this is the part I read this and I was like, I gotta shower and get on camera. I need to talk. It says, Tovin threw his head back and laughed deep in his throat. You're so bad, he said, the sound disappearing with him as he followed. First of all, 2 comments. First of all, you're so bad is the cringiest, dorkiest thing. He's dopey. Girl, you gotta run. He sounds stupid. He sounds dumb. Oh, you're so bad. What? Okay. What was my second thing? Oh, yeah. Bro, you are actively antagonizing her. This is not okay. This is not what I root for in my romances. Again, I do believe this category is called a bully romance, and some people like it. Hey, to each their own. That being said, what the heck? We're supposed to root for a man who's actively mean to her? And this is probably not even as bad as it gets. Earlier, she had been like, yeah, the last time I saw him, he was hunting me. He was hunting me through the woods and killing anyone who got in his way. And at first, because remember, we hadn't met him yet, I thought it was like, ooh, okay, girl, misinterpretation. Like, somebody was after you and you didn't even know it. And so he was like running to save you and killing people. No, now I think he's mean. He's mean. He's mean and he's a jerk and he's mean to you. You should be with people who respect you. Let it be known I stand for that. I stand for that in real life and apparently in my books too. I understand it's fiction. Also, I'm not judging somebody else for liking it. I just cannot. I'm going to keep reading. I'm going to keep checking back in. It would be so funny if by the end of the book I was like 5 stars. I loved it. Yeah, we'll see what happens, but I'll keep checking in. Today was supposed to be really chill. I'm just reading. I'm recovering. Honestly, I'm probably getting too animated for my own good. Like I need to rest. I need to calm down. You're so bad. No, you're so bad. Julie Soto, you're bad for writing that. Girl, do better. A few pages later, he's pissing me off so much. He's not even a good bully. Do you know what I mean? Like she's shivering. She's in their land. But what the heck is it called? They're in the land of Bomard. So there's like a Bomard or Bombard and Everson. No, Evermore? Everson? Evermore? Who cares? Who cares? My point is that she's cold. And they're making fun of her because she hasn't adjusted to the weather. Call her ugly. Do you know what I mean? If you're gonna be a bully, do it. I freaking dare you. Call her ugly. Punch her. Yeah, go ahead and punch her. Making fun of her because you saw her shiver and then making a whole big deal in a conversation with your friend. Oh my God, isn't it so warm in here? Yeah, it is so warm. I could really go for some lemonade. Ooh, yeah. Oh my God, you know what? Let's roll up our sleeves. Like, let's make a big show of it. Dude, rule number 1 is don't piss me off. And he broke rule number 1. If he's gonna be like this, I'm gonna stop reading this book. And it's on me. It's on me. I'm learning what I like and what I don't like. And Tovin, you're on my goddamn list of things I don't like. Sorry, I feel like I'm really going for the sharp language today. He brings this out in me. Okay, wait, maybe he's gonna get nicer. I will. Not me taking his lack of ruining her life. I was like, wait, maybe he's actually really nice. He just hasn't been a jerk in a couple pages. The bar is low, okay? Also, okay, should we get into plot? Whatever, let's do it, right? Okay, so what I understand so far, and you'll learn that I don't understand anything about fantasy. I don't. I'm there for the vibe, and I understand enough of what's happening to keep it going while I'm in the book. If you do want a bad plot summary of this, I got you. There is Brianni and her twin brother Rory, and we actually start off in a battle. There is a war going on between the Bomards, and the Evermores. Rory and Brianni are the children of the king of the Evermore. So they're the children on this side. when we open the story, they're dead. Whoa, no. That's not what I meant to say. I meant to say that the dad, the king, is dead. He's been dead for many years now. And so when we open the story, they're like adults, they're 25. We're immediately in a battle scene. We're in a battle scene where Evermore is on the losing side. That's where we start off. Now we're in a flashback because Brianna's like running away because, things have just exploded and the other side is coming to attack this side. Sorry, my vocabulary right now, not good. Brain sick. I'm trying my best. So she's running. And that's when we see Tovin for the first time in like present day. And she's like made herself invisible kind of. And so he like comes into her room and she's like, oh my God, Tovin? Like in her head, right? 'Cause she's trying to be invisible because she's like, he will kill me. And again, I thought she was misunderstanding, but now I'm like, maybe he will kill you, girl. Somebody captures her, whatever. The point is, now we're in a flashback. We've been in this flashback for a while of them in their schooling days when they were 16, almost 17, when they all used to go to school together. These two sides used to go to school together. And we're learning about that. And what was my point of starting this sentence? I feel like I had said something, and then I was like, okay, let's talk plot. Oh, yeah, my point is something that's pissing me off. And I said, rule number 1, don't do that. And this time, surprisingly nothing to do with Tovin, is that, okay, so Brianna and Rory are twins, and he is the boy, and she is the girl. And so the king, the dad, like, raising them below is like, hey, like, you're, like, hey, to the daughter, Brianna, like, you can be great, that's fine, just never better than your brother. And the unfortunate thing is you actually are better than your brother, so you're gonna have to actively hide those parts of yourself and boost him up. And we're watching versions of that happen in school, and she has to play dumb, and she has to basically like feed her brother answers, and that's annoying. That's it. That's all I wanted to say. Strike 2, Julie Soto. Just kidding. Julie, we're good. Girl, there's no bad blood here. Wait, okay, stop. Am I liking Tovin now? I just like that he is noticing that Brianna is the one who's like smart and intelligent and assisting her brother. He hasn't said anything, but he's looking at her. I don't like when one of these stupid boys says something about her, something that would make any respectable male love interest go, say that again and I will break your mouth. But he laughs. He should be beating his friend up for saying that, not encouraging it. See, for a second, I thought I was coming around to him. No, I hate him. Okay, girl boss, gaslight, gatekeep. She was like, perhaps she'd seen Tovin Hurst talking about the situation they're in, about now they're gonna sell people for auction, blah, blah, blah. Something to do with magic. But anyways, she's saying that perhaps she'd seen Tovin talking about it less than the others. The way he'd tell his friends to knock it off. Girl, no he didn't. I was there. Maybe she had just wanted it to be true. Yes, it did not happen. I am here to tell you, as your friend, that did not happen. You are making that up. He's a bad egg. Wait, hold on. She's in the flashback and she's like letting me know. Remember, I just told you that, hold on, sorry, I know I'm really close. Just give me 1 second, okay? Thank you. Remember, I had just told her, like, that did not happen. I'm sorry to tell you, you're making that up. But now she's in a new flashback and one of the boys said something uncouth and Tovin stepped in. It says he did wrap his hand around that guy's throat and whispered something into his face. I appreciate it. I'm not saying I want him to go back to where he was, but like, why wasn't this here the whole time? Can I forgive him? I want to say no, but honestly, probably yeah. I'm just saying he better keep this up. There better be no going back. I've still got my hope about me because I've just started a chapter that I was gonna say implies that she was wearing a green dress. No, there's no implication. It straight up says she was wearing a green dress. But at the beginning of the story, when I told you that she had made herself invisible and she saw him, blah, 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 he had been in her room and he opened the closet up and he like reached out and touched one of the green dresses. And she had said something like, it'd been a while since he saw me in that green dress. Something like that, right? And so now it's like a ball or something happening, or a dinner happening. And she was like talking about how itchy her dress is. And then she was like, the dress was a green lace. I know what's going to happen. I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but I know that something important is going to happen between them that night. And in any other story, I'd be getting excited. And I am, because my body doesn't understand yet that this is not the kind of books I read. It's not going to be beautiful. One of them's going to punch the other one. It's not going to be great. He's going to call her ugly and push her down the stairs or something. I don't know. I won't tell you because I don't want to ruin it, but I'm ashamed to say that, at least for the time being, with what's happening in here. I'm having a good time. I can't even look at you in the eye. I am ashamed about where I've resolved it to right now. But we'll see. It might not stay that way. Like, he's just being like regular bantery right now, as opposed to like bully. I think I've done all the reading I can tonight. Actually, it was decided for me because my Kindle died and now it's charging. I'm maybe like 45% of the way in. I like it and I like him. Julie Soto, I'm honestly sorry for doubting you. The biggest thing though is that he's not acting like he was acting before. We're seeing him in present day now, and it's like 6 years later. He's a grown-up. He's not a stupid teenager anymore. Again, things can change. I can find out more information and then change my mind. But I've really swung the other way, and I really like him. I really like their vibe together. It's because he's practically a new character. It's the next morning. I am about to start part 3, which is 82% of the way in. And I really believe like the most scandalous part of this video is over. Because I'm fully on the side of Tovin. And I'm not as embarrassed or ashamed of it. Because those versions we got of him in the beginning and those flashbacks, they don't exist anymore. And as much as I wish those didn't even happen, and now he's cold and he's distant, but not mean. My point is, because the book is so long, I've really been allowed to forget how he acted in the beginning. I'm having a good time. That part hasn't changed. What's changed is I can look you in the eyes and tell you that. I'm not embarrassed to say it. I will say that at least once every 20 pages to remind us how tall Tovin is. Brioni is so close, she has to tilt her head back to look at him. And don't worry if you forget, because you will be told over and over and over and over again that she has to tilt her head back. Just really banging you over the head with it. Okay, and another thing really quickly, we're 85% of the way in, so 373 pages. And look, me, Casey Musgraves, slow burn. Through and through, that's what I love, but not if the whole way there they are like misunderstanding in a way that's problematic and leading to arguments. I start to get upset because I'm like, girl, you're not dumb. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I respect you as an intellectual, and you're not dumb. Am I making any sense or no? It's like, a slow burn is different if you know, right? Even if you're not admitting it to yourself, you know there's something there, and you know it's mutual. Again, even if there's doubts, you know it, right? Like, literally at some point, he literally said to her, like, you cannot be this dense. Girl, you cannot be this dense. It's actually making me lose respect for you. I don't know, like, is there a way to make a slow burn? Maybe it's already been done and I just haven't read those books. Is there a way to make a slow burn where There's still a lot of tension, there's still a lot of time, there's still a lot of yearning, but it doesn't lead to problems. Like the not communicating about your feelings isn't leading to a strain in your relationship. I need that, because them not talking about it, it's only leading to problems, and it's only been leading to problems. Like, I'm over it. "95% of the way in." That's all I'm gonna say. Who is texting me right now? My mom. No, not while I read this. You know what else? Sometimes I look up at like the viewfinder. I look at my mom. That's my favorite part about like getting older, is that I glance at the mirror and see my mom more. I love her. Come on, mom. Not another mom. Not another mom. We're at the epilogue already? That's where... Okay, let me read it. Oh my god. What the... How do I feel about the ending? How do I feel? I'm gonna read the next one. So that's a good sign. Like, obviously, it was a great experience. It was a great experience. Is this what a bully romance is? I don't want it. And Tovin, you're on my goddamn list of things I don't like. We're supposed to root for a man who's actively mean to her? I maintain my point about slow burns not needing to be full of like arguing and fighting. Like, please. I loved it. I hated it and I loved it. It's fun. It's a fun book. Oh my god, I can't believe we ended up here. All right, bye.